Welcome to another edition of Two Up Front, presented by Three Lines Pub here at the Attention Era Media Studios. I am Baxter Colbert.
And this is Simon Provan.
Simon Provan, welcome to Brew Sports.
Yeah, likewise, Baxter.
Oh my goodness, it is a crazy feeling to be here, a great opportunity to be here, amazing set. I know it's still kind of changing a little bit as well too, but amazing. Two Up Front, live. You can actually see us now.
And you know what's awesome about it too is we celebrated show number 100 last week, so what better way to start a new era of 101?
Exactly.
On the air, Facebook Live-in with Brew Sports.
Absolutely. So we are very grateful for Brew Sports giving us this opportunity to be on their network. You'll be able to catch us Wednesdays from 10 to 11 Central right here on Brew Sports. And you can, of course, get our show on demand by going to Spreaker, iTunes, and iHeartRadio as well.
Of course, you can still check us out on Facebook.
Of course.
Just put Two Up Front in that search bar there. Check us out on Twitter at Two Up Front Soccer. And, of course, you're at Baxter Colburn. I'm at Simon Provan.
Yes, indeed. A great show in store for you later today. We will have Rachel Wood joining us as more of a correspondent this time. She's obviously, of course, the official Two Up Front BFF, but she's going to be a little bit more professional for us today, Simon, giving us a preview of the She Believes Cup that kicks off tonight. USA, Germany, England, France as well. It's going to be an exciting time. Does this U.S. team actually, are they going to be able to put it all together again and maybe win some silverware again under Jill Ellis? And then I'll be joined by Washington Spirit forward attacker Joanna Lohman as well, too.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have both of them on, but this will be Joanna's first time on the program, and she's a bit spunky, as of course she's telling us about. She's got to be taking care of her mohawk this morning, so it'll be fun to have her on.
I don't have that kind of. As you can now see. Now you can actually see how much or little hair we actually have, right. But I don't have a mohawk. My hair, I can't get my hair that long. Personally, I can, but I can't.
See, I got the opposite problem. My hair grows so fast.
Yeah,
I could, but it wouldn't stand
up very well.
I
wouldn't. I have thick Italian hair, but I'm just like, if it gets it touches my ears, I'm like, I'm done. Like, cut it. I can't do it. I get a haircut about every 4 weeks, basically. I'm that guy. The only thing I do.
I should. I don't.
But in acting, though, you get that freedom to do.
That's true.
A little bit more, basically.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, Simon. Well, we're going to kick off the show talking about Major League Soccer. 2 days away until it kicks off. I swear, MLS Cup just happened. I was sitting in a bar watching, and now all of a sudden we're 2 days away from opening day. Minnesota United visiting your Portland Timbers.
That's right.
Kind of a special thing.
Hey, very, very much so. It's pretty cool that. So I got a brother-in-law that's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He lives just outside of Minneapolis. We've talked about this before. I'll be making sure I'm out there June 21st to catch Portland in Minnesota. But what we've talked about doing, you're a New England Revolution fan at heart, which we probably won't have time today, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on Rob Stone's crazy comments.
I saw it come through. Awesome. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it yet. I saw the headline, but I have yet to actually see what Rob said, because Rob's a friend of the show, so I'd be curious to see.
He basically has said everything that every Revolution fan has been thinking for the last few years, is that, listen, either build a stadium, respect the club, or crafts get out of MLS. So anyways, we've talked about you're a Revolution fan at heart, so you're going to take care of the Eastern Conference. I'm, of course, a Timbers fan at heart.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to take care of the Western Conference.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
I think what I'll do, Baxter, is just run down from number 1 down to 11. Some of these are going to be more in-depth than others. And of course, producers will tell us, hey, you're talking too long, Simon, because we can talk about this for 3 hours, right?
Exactly. That's the beautiful thing about soccer. So the Western Conference, for those that obviously have forgotten or try to get it out of their heads, the Seattle Sounders won, as the Western Conference team, won MLS Cup last year. They didn't finish in first place last year, but obviously things are a little different now going into 2017 from everything that we've seen so far.
They are, and I think a big part of that was Brian Schmetzer, their head coach, and of course Nicholas Ladero, which I will get to in a second. Incredible. But what I'd like to do, Baxter, start off with my number 1. Now, a lot of people are actually picking Seattle to go number 1, but I'm taking FC Dallas. I'm taking FC Dallas.
Yeah.
They've got almost their full out of their 2017 roster coming back. You got Callan Acosta, who's already been hot, scoring 2 goals in his game against Aruba Unido in the CONCACAF Champions League.
Terrific player. He's been on the show before as well, too.
That's right. And, of course, you got a defense with Walker Zimmerman, Matt Hedges, Michael Barrios also coming back. And in the summer, Mario Diaz, after his injury, will be back. But in his place is Javier Morales.
Oh, darn.
It doesn't get much better than that for a fill-in. Then you figure, the money that they spent on Coleman, who also looked really good.
It wasn't Kingsley Coleman, no.
Christian Coleman. And Roland Rama as well.
I'm sorry, what?
Let me try that again. Roland Lama.
I was like, the Dalai Lama plays soccer.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. So FC Dallas has only gotten better with the transactions they've had. And again, we saw all of this in their CONCACAF Champions League, which they just destroyed Unido 4-0. So I've got FC Dallas finishing first.
Interesting. Okay.
This coming year.
I would agree with you. FC Dallas was first last year as well, 60 total points, 17, 8, and 9. 12, 1, and 4 at home. That's a pretty darn good record.
Yes, it is.
If you can be successful at home, you for sure will at least make the playoffs, but to only lose once at home last year, can't be mad about that.
And
FC
of course,
Dallas.
Supporter Shield winners, U.S. Open Cup champions, Western Conference champions. So I won't be surprised if we see them repeat that.
I would agree with you on that one for sure.
Number 2, I do have Seattle. And much like in real estate where it's location, 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 for Seattle, it's Ladero, Ladero, Ladero.
I would agree with you on that one, yeah. A special player. We talked about him numerous times last year, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the way he connects that ball, and now you figure Seattle does have Clint Dempsey back.
He does come back. Will he be as effective, though?
Well, that's going to
be my big question.
And does the irregular heartbeat come up again? And, of course, you only wish him well. You hope that things do go well.
Yeah.
But if he is fully back, well, good for him. The one thing about Seattle is I don't know if they've really improved over the summer. They did bring in Harry Shipp. Will Bruin, but Valdez is gone. Other players are gone. So it'll be interesting to see what Seattle does. They do have quite a few homegrown players that they've brought in. If those Honda rumors become true, not the car company, the player.
Xbox is their sponsor now.
Seattle could have a very exciting midfield.
Do you agree that MLSsoccer.com has them rated as the number 1 power ranked team? Does it make sense to rank the champion, I guess?
Yeah. I think they're the champions until they lose it.
Makes sense.
It's the old cliche, but I think you start out the season with them as number 1 in your power rankings.
I agree with that, honestly. Yeah, Seattle's a very good team. As much as it pains both of us to say that in any walk of life, at the end of the day, Seattle's still a very good team. Jordan Morris is still young and full of energy. They're going to be dangerous. They're going to compete. They're going to be probably a top 3 or a top 4 team in the West again.
Absolutely, and unless we forget, they also have a DP slot that they will probably fill in the summer, Baxter. And Seattle does really well with that summer transfer window.
So far, holy cow.
Number 3, I'm going to surprise a lot of people, and I promise there's not bias. I'm going with the Portland Timbers.
Interesting. I don't mind the Portland Timbers, as you know, of course.
Well, they didn't make the playoffs last year, and they've done things to improve. That's right. And neither did Columbus Crew, who was second in MLS Cup.
Not mad about that.
But listen, you've got Chara, Guzman, Valeri, Nagbe, Blanco. You have to go with 5 midfielders when you got players like that. And Sebastian Blanco, he's living up to be everything that he's hyped up to be. The question is always in the back.
Yeah.
Of course, you do have
Bridgewell.
You were
super critical about that last year.
Well, and rightfully so. And I still think we're going to see a Portland team that wins a lot of games, but I think they're going to give up a lot of goals as well. They're going to score a lot, but they're going to give up a lot. You do have Adi, who is a goal-scoring machine up top, so he'll be the lone striker for most of the time. Of course, as I was saying, you have Ridgewell in the back. The only question is who else plays with Ridgewell. Of course, you do have their man from Sporting Kansas City, Olam, so he'll probably be the other starter. And then is it Elvis Powell? Is it Vitus that comes in? They've both played during the preseason. So really it's always the question of the defense. And, of course, their U20, Jeremy Ibobasia, still don't know how to say his name, Baxter, to be honest with you. That's nothing new to the fans of the show.
That one guy, that does things.
Hey, he had that great goal against, well, not great goal, but he had that goal against Mexico in the U20.
It's true. Does it make sense for Jake Gleason? Do you feel comfortable with him being your full-time goalkeeper after his spike in the beginning and then drop?
I think you can do better, but I think Gleason will do all right back there.
I guess,
would I rather have a Nick Raimondo? Yeah, absolutely. It's Howard, sure, but Jake Gleason does okay where he's at. So I know we're running low on time here, Baxter. So let me go 4, 5, 6. I've got L.A., Sporting Kansas City, and Houston.
Nobody knows what L.A. is going to be this year.
No, they don't. Although, for all the talk about the DPs they lost, they still have a strong core. Jel Van Dam, Ashley Cole is there. Daniel Steres, Robbie Rogers are all in the back. Of course, you still have Zardes, Dos Santos up front. They do have a nice DP in the Frenchman Romain Alessandrini. Who's supposed to be very good.
Alessandrini.
So, I think LA is still going to be a strong team, and just because they lost some DPs, they've done a good job replacing them. Actually,
I agree.
The biggest wild card is Onfalo replacing Arena as the manager.
I agree.
That's the biggest
Talk
question.
to me about your number 6 here, because I see it in the show notes, but I want to hear your thoughts about it more. And you kind of said, hey, okay, here's my 4, 5, 6. And we were like, well, wait. Tell me, what was that 6 thing? Tell me about 6.
Well, here's the thing, Baxter. Last year, I surprised a lot of people. I was going to say shocked a lot of people when I picked Colorado to make the playoffs.
I was like, come on, Simon.
And they did. Not only did they make the playoffs, they went to number 2, but you'll notice that I have them not making the playoffs this year. But Houston is my Colorado this year. Not that they're going to barnstorm the league, but I do think they're going to...
The transfers they've made.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Club has made tons of moves. They, of course, got rid of interim manager Wade Barrett. Yep. They brought in Wilmer Cabrera from its USL club. He coached Chivas USA to some success. But you look at the players they brought in, a young and exciting forward with Elberth Ellis, the Honduran international, scoring goals, defensive player, former Saprissa captain, Adolfo Machado, and then Colombian defensive midfielder Juan David Cabeza. So they've strengthened every single part of the field.
Every other day you're hearing about Houston signing another exciting player, another Central American player. They're basically taking some of the best in CONCACAF and dropping them into Houston, basically.
Well, and Wilmer was very adamant that he wants to bring players in that will fit into his system.
They're getting Torres back too, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I don't know if that's
maybe
that may be neither here nor there. But that's why I have Houston. I think the improvements they made, we're going to see them come to fruition a lot quicker than a lot of the other experts are predicting them to be.
All right, 7 through 11 briefly before we run to a break.
Colorado, I don't think they have enough up top. I think they'll have a lot of draws this year that are not going to allow them to make the playoffs.
Simon, their offense has no problem scoring goals. As Pablo Mastroeni told you.
That's right. Number 8, I got San Jose. Yes, they've improved, but I think they've got too many pieces from too many parts of the world to have them gel together in enough time. RSL, young team. They actually have a lot of the same players coming back that they've had. It's the manager there that's the question mark. He doesn't seem to be able to know how to shift tactics. Well, so they've brought some good... Movsisian is back as well. So they've got the players, but it's not like are any different than last year.
Agreed.
By the way, Sporting Kansas City I have at number 5. The reason I have them at number 5 is because they finished 5th last year, and it's Sporting Kansas City. Status quo, number 5.
That's about right, yeah.
Number 10, Vancouver. I'm not letting the Freddie Montero deal skew what I see with the rest of Vancouver, and that's no improvements really much elsewhere.
Nothing else.
They brought in Breck Shea. But is he the type of player that you can throw the team on his shoulders? I don't think so. And number 11, Minnesota. Welcome to the league.
Woo! Welcome to the hardest conference to play in soccer, the Western Conference. Kind of like the AFC. Good luck. So there is your 1 through 11 for Simon for the Western Conference. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Eastern Conference, and I will try to be a sliver of what Simon just did in terms of in-depth. You are watching and listening to Two Up Front right here on Brew Sports. Back with more right after this.